Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is your girl Cruz and you're tuned into my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I will be doing a first impression on the Nadine, Lustre, and BYS collaboration, which is the Lustrous collection. But before we get started, if you're not subscribed to the Ann and Fam channel yet, it is never too late to subscribe. Wait, my nose is itchy. Subscribe button is down below, and you can also click the tiny little bell button beside the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a video. And what else do I want to say? If you have tried the products in the collection, then please comment down below what you thought of the products so that, you know, maybe you can help another person out. And yeah, if you want to see my first impression of the collection, then please keep on watching. I already placed on my foundation, concealer, and also powder because in the collection there is no foundation or concealer or any like base makeup. So let us start first with the eyebrows. So there's actually two eyebrow products. There is an eyebrow gel and an eyebrow pencil. So I got both in case, I don't know, I didn't really know which one to choose. So these are the two products side by side. To begin the eyebrows, I'm gonna use the pencil on this side and then the gel on the other side to see which one is better. But I would just like to say a few things about the pencil. So this one I got in the shade Natural Brown, or the shade number 1. And then when I bought this, I got this for 499 pesos in the SM department store. And I noticed in the packaging in almost all the products, it says that it is cruelty-free. And what cruelty-free means is that they did not test it on animals. So it's a good brand, I guess. So yeah, they didn't test it on animals, and it also says the expiration date in the back. And this product will expire 12 months after opening, while the gel product is also 12 months after opening. So first off, I'm going to brush off my hairs in the direction I want them to be. The spoolie is actually in a very decent size. I really like it. Like, these are the types of spoolies that I like. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the eyebrow pencil shade. And from the look of it, it looks like it's a very reddish brown, if that makes sense. So I think it's gonna complement well with my kind of blonde hair. So let us now apply it. So I can feel the waxiness of the product. Like, as I'm going through my brows, it's kind of like holding on to my skin. I guess that's a good thing. I mean, I really like waxy eyebrow products because it really holds my hair together. So as I'm using it, like, it's very easy to use. It's also very creamy. Let's try to make the front of my brows look really decent. That's how this eyebrow looks like. And I actually really like the color for my hair. But if you have like jet black hair, I don't know if you would like this. I don't know how many shades they have because this was the only shade available in the BYS counter I went to in SM. But I will let you know down below in the description box exactly how many shades there are. So just go down in the description box if you want to know. So now I'm gonna use the gel. So this gel comes with a brush, which is in the tip of the product, as you can see right there. But it's that type of brush where it's not really good for the eyebrows. Like, it doesn't have an angle to it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I honestly don't really go for brushes like this. I like a more angled brush for my eyebrows. So I'm not gonna be using the brush. So I'm gonna use one of my own eyebrow pencils, which is eyebrow brushes, which is just an angled brush with a spoolie. So judging by my application, the gel is a lot more pigmented. It's darker than the eyebrow pencil. Wait, I'm gonna fix my tail. So that is both of my eyebrows done. And honestly, I like the pencil more Like, I got more control in the product. So now we move on to the eyeshadow. So there's actually 2 palettes in this collection, but I only got one since the other one I didn't really favor because it had more like cooler tones, and that is the palette Luna. So I'm gonna insert a picture right here of how it looks like. But this is the other palette, and this is in the shade palette Calypso. So this is how the palette Calypso looks like. So those are the swatches for the palette Calypso, and what stood out the most for me is the berry shade right here. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but this palette has all shimmer shadows. So there are no there are no matte eyeshadows, which is a bummer because I actually really like a palette with just like a orangey or like a nice transition shade. So anyways, we're just gonna go past that. So the first shade I will take is this one right here, which is the copper shade. So I'm just gonna take that with a brush. So one tap, the product is dispensing quite a lot. So it's very powdery, if that's the word. So I'm first taking this color and I'm gonna put that all over my crease area. We're gonna use this as a transition shade, even if it's a shimmer shadow. So when I was looking at videos of Nadine, she was actually saying that the reason why she used or she placed all shimmer shadows in her palette was because she wanted to go for she wanted it to match the dewy skin look, which is what most of us want in summer. I'm not mad at the fact that there's no matte eyeshadows, but I just prefer like a palette that's like easy, like just like an all-in-one palette. There we go. Okay, so that is the copper shade. Now I'm gonna take the berry shade and I will put that. I actually wanna okay, let's take the berry shade and let's put that all over the lid. I'm gonna try to use my finger and let's see if there's more product. Wow. Okay, so it is definitely more intense if you use your finger. So I'm gonna deepen up the outer corners a bit with the darkest shade, which is the brown, like, yeah, the rusty brown look, color. So I'm gonna put that on the outer V of my eye. Okay, so the next color I will be taking is the gold shimmer right here, and then I'm gonna put that on the center of the lid just to brighten things up. So I'm just going over the copper shade just to blend the edges together. We're gonna try this for our eyeliner instead of for the brows. So it's definitely not as bad as I thought it would be. So yeah, I think this is a good alternative. Instead of for the eyebrows, you can use this as a gel liner if you want a brown one. Okay, so now we move on to the mascara. So there are 2 shades for the mascara. First shade we have here is the shade called Void. This is how the packaging of the mascara looks like, if the camera will focus on the product. So as you can see, Void is just a jet black mascara. So this is how the brush looks like. This is honestly my first ever time seeing a brush like this one on a mascara. Typically the brush would be like a spoolie, but yeah, this is the first time, so let us see how this will go. This is very interesting. Next shade we have is the shade called Lazuli. So this one is a really cool shade. So as you can see, it's like a, it's not, wait, It's like a dark periwinkle color. Can you guys see that? Look how cool that looks. Okay, so I have no idea how this works, but I'm gonna first try it on my lower lash line because I feel like it's a good mascara for the bottom lashes. And never mind, I regret my decision. Okay, now there's like a smudge. Wait, hold on, let me just clean it. Where did it? Okay, let me just clean up that smudge. Okay, so let us do this again. Oh, okay, never mind. It is not good for the bottom lashes. So I obviously have eyelash extensions on. So let's just see how it will cooperate with them. So I really wanted to try the blue mascara on, but I guess we will have to save this for another makeup look. So they said that the mascara is waterproof, but I don't think it is. So then we move on to the blush. So Nadine does have two lip and cheek tints. So first we have the shade called Raw, and this one is in the shade Vermilion. Vermilion. So as you can see, this one is a more berry toned shade, and this one is a brown. This is in the shade Raw, and this is in the shade Vermilion. So the shade Raw is definitely darker and more brown compared to the shade called Vermilion. So let's just put a tiny amount first. Then so I'm just gonna use my finger to blend everything out. Whoa, that dried up fast. Okay, so that wasn't even like 5 seconds. That dried up so fast. And what I don't like about tints that dry up really fast is that they leave a mark. So I have to really like blend it, and I feel bad for my concealer underneath. Okay, so let's try this again. This time let's try to blend it faster. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see the area where I blended it. We move on to the shade called Raw. So let us try this shade on my lips. So judging from it, it's like a dark burgundy shade. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but like my dry skin is like being like really emphasized. So I'm gonna go over the shade Vermilion over the Raw to create like an ombre effect. I actually really like the two shades. It's just that I don't recommend it for like a lip, like a cheek tint. And if you do use it for lips, better exfoliate your skin because it will emphasize your dry skin. Okay, so we are now down to the final product. So we have the bronzer and highlight palette. So there are 3 highlight shades and there are 2 contour shades. So wait, let me just open this up. What I like about the BYS packaging, it is very flexible, so you can fold it. Alright, so I'm gonna take this shade right here. This is the darkest contour shade. Wow. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see how powdery that is? So let's tap off the excess. Wow, I like the shade. The darkest shade actually fits my skin. Wow. I really love the bronzer. Does it look too much on camera? So I'm going to take the other contour shade and I'm gonna use it to contour my nose lightly. Just gonna use my finger. Whoa, that is pigmented. Wow. This palette is actually really good. Like the contour shades. I don't know about the highlight shades. We will find out. So again, we have 3 highlight shades, which are these shades right here. So I will use this gold shade. Wow. I really like this palette. So I'm gonna take the white highlight and I'm gonna go over the first highlight. I'm gonna take the white highlight and put it on my Cupid's bow. Whoop, that is too much. And then I'm gonna take the pink highlight, just a little bit, and I'm gonna put it, whoop, that's a lot. I'm gonna put on my nose. Okay, I'll put on my eyebrow bone. So I recommend this palette. So I will just spray my face with some Fix Plus and I'll be right back. So this is the makeup look that I came up with the Nadine Lustre and BYS collection. So first off, let us start with the eyebrows. So like I said earlier, I recommend this eyebrow pencil instead of the eyebrow gel for the eyebrows. But if you want to try the eyebrow gel for gel liner, then you guys can try it if you want to. It's not the best, but if you want to try it, then go ahead. And yeah, I really like the brows. And the color for me is a little bit like reddish, but I mean it's okay with my hair color. So next we move on to the eyeshadows. So I honestly like the palette here and the colors do speak to me. Like I use these types of colors on a regular basis and yeah, I really like this palette. Next we move on to the mascara. I mean, I can't really say much about the mascara because I do have false lashes on. I mean like semi-permanent eyelash extensions. So I don't really have much to say about it. But the only thing I do want to say about the mascara is you can definitely not use this for the waterline. And it is also not waterproof. I tried it earlier. And for the lip and cheek tint, again, it dries really fast if you use it for the cheeks. So if you really want to use it for the cheeks, then really just like blend, like apply the product and then blend it right away. And then for the lips, the shade isn't that bad, but again, just exfoliate just to make sure it doesn't attach to your dry skin on the lips. And then last product we have is the the star of the show for me, which is the bronzer and highlight palette. The bronzer shades are really a good shade for my skin tone. And also for the highlight shades, I tried all three and they are pigmented and I'm having fun. So I definitely recommend this product out of all the products in the collection. So guys, give it a try if you want to. If you see it, like just grab it because this collection is just a limited edition collection. So grab it when you have the chance. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression. I hope I helped you make an opinion about the product. If you want to try them, yeah, go ahead. It's your money. Go spend it how you want it. So yeah, let me know if you like this video by giving this video a big thumbs up. And also subscribe again if you're not part of the Ann and Fam channel yet. And what else I have to say? If you have any other video suggestions, leave a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!